listening to A State at the Union, estate planning made simple. Here's your host, Brad Wiewel, from Texas Trust Law in Austin, Texas.
Hi everyone, my name's Zach Wiewel. I'm an attorney at Texas Trust Law. We're an estate planning firm in Central Texas. I'm joined today by Miss Erica Blue.
Hey, Zach.
Thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. She's with an organization called Austin Sunshine Camp. It's a group that I've been involved with, but we've had coming on 100 years of people involved in the Austin area with this organization, and I'm very excited to have you here. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for them.
Yeah, so my name's Erica Blue. I'm the CEO there. I've been there for 7.5 years. So we calculate our time by summer camps. So 8 summer camps.
Okay, 8. Yeah.
And I grew up a lot like the campers that we serve, and myself had a really life-changing overnight summer camp experience in between 6th and 7th grade, where it just sort of blew my worldview apart and made me really curious about what else was out in the world. And so, you know, all these years later, kind of worked my way up the nonprofit ladder and found Austin Sunshine Camps and applied for this job. And when I realized that they send 500 kids to camp that were a lot like me growing up, I was really excited and passionate to be able to fill that role and help out.
Yeah, so what exactly are the types of kids that come to these camps? I know, but can you tell the audience?
Yeah, there's 2 ways you can qualify for Austin Sunshine Camps. One is either your family qualifies for the National Free or Reduced School Lunch Program. So you're making a certain income level or below, or the child is or was in the foster care system.
Sure.
And so 100% of our campers meet the qualifications, one of those 2 ways, and we provide a quintessential, hopefully life-changing 10-day, 9-night experience for free for them and their families. Yeah.
Wow. And I guess you've been here, 8 summers.
8 summers.
Which is crazy. We just got finished with summer number 8. What do those camps look like? Where do they stay? What do they do when they're there?
Yeah, we have 2 camp locations. One is in the heart of Zilker Park, which is where we were founded in 1928.
Okay, so that's 97 years
Good
ago?
math. Yeah, almost 100 years old. We were founded by the Young Men's Business League, which you're familiar with. And we are still in that same spot in Zilker Park. So that's where we serve our 8 to 11-year-olds. And you can imagine the cool things they get to do with Zilker as their background.
Yeah.
And then we have a second location on the shores of Lake Travis, which is actually a lake now.
You're right.
In Marble Falls. And that's where we serve our 12 to 15-year-olds.
Very cool. I have a lot of things I want to hit on what you just said. One of the favorite things I've done with Austin Sunshine Camp is the canoe nights. Basically, we take 2 campers with us on a canoe, and we canoe around Town Lake for about an hour or so, and it's just a good time to bond with them. And I mean, they're squirrely, all of them, but it's sweet, and it's cool because I gotta just talk to them and just be real with them and just kind of meet them where they're at. Because the kids who go, they need help, they need structure a lot of times, and just getting away for 10 days is huge.
It's huge, yeah.
One thing I didn't know, I guess I knew, but I didn't really realize it is, again, you all are in Zilker Park, like in the heart of it.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we again were founded right there when Zilker used to not be in the heart of this big city back in 1928. But
why was it started, by the way?
It was started because at the time they thought that sunshine might be a cure for tuberculosis.
Is that true?
It is not true.
Okay, yeah.
It's also not a cure for COVID, come to find out. But yeah, so the Young Men's Business League, who have always been a philanthropic and community-minded organization, went around the city of Austin, as the tale goes, and found kids who either had TB or were at risk of getting TB, and brought them to Zilker for a week and exposed them to the sunlight, fed them 3 square meals a day, and tried to help them, tried to help their health in that way. And no, it's not the cure. It didn't work. But
the camp's still around.
The camp's still around, you know, because overnight camp is really life-changing for a lot of people. It's a really unique experience that you can't get anywhere else in life, school, home, sports, etc. And so, yeah, all these years later, the Young Men's Business League has still kept Sunshine Camps growing, and we continue to evolve with the times. But and we're still, you know, hopefully changing lots of lives along the way.
One of the, because you spoke at I think it was the summits in February this year, and you talked a little bit about the certification process you guys went through. Would you mind sharing that?
Of course. In 2021, we decided to get accreditation through the American Camp Association. And that's kind of, in our industry, the highest standard accreditation that you can get. It's a series of about 200 standards that we have to meet that are focused on risk management, program quality, etc. You know, for us at Austin Sunshine Camps, we want our kids to have an overnight camp experience that is just as good as the kids whose families can pay a lot of money for those camp experiences. And so we just want to make sure that we're doing the best we can to show up in the best way for them so that they can have a really awesome experience. So that accreditation, we have to get renewed every 3 years through site visits from the ACA, but I think it's just made us a better company overall, and given our kids a better, more high quality experience.
What do you think makes Austin Sunshine Camps unique in Texas or in the nation?
It's so unique, Zach. It's because no one is doing what we're doing. In the state of Texas, there are no other accredited overnight camps that are free for the kids that we serve.
Wow.
There are some camps who provide services to kids who are very deserving, maybe, you know, have experienced terminal illnesses or have parents in struggling situations, but not just kids whose families can't afford it or kids who are in the foster care system. So the only one of our kind in Texas, and there are very few, less than 5, doing what we do across the nation.
I guess, what's your favorite part about what you do there?
That's an impossible question to answer.
Sorry.
But it's very much the kiddos. I mean, we say things like life-changing, but it's pretty profound when you're there at camp and you can literally see light bulbs going off, or kids experiencing something for the first time, or them pushing themselves out of their comfort zone, or, you know, you spoke about canoe night, and there's one little girl that comes to my mind who's in foster care that came this summer and had never been in or on any water whatsoever.
Wow.
And told her mom before she came, I'm not doing it, because she saw photos of YMBL in canoe night online, and she ended up doing it, and says now that week was the best week of her life, and is so excited to come back next week. But we get to experience those moments every day, all day. It's so rewarding. Really cool.
Well, I think one of the coolest parts too is that, like, kids go, but then they come back. Hopefully they come back, but they keep coming back, and you get to kind of see them grow up over the years. Can you tell us about, I know one of the maybe board members went through the process, or what was in the camps?
Yes, thank you for bringing that up. We call this the camper to community leader model. And the idea is that you come as a camper when you're 8, and hopefully you come back year after year after year. For us as a nonprofit, 10 days is a long time, but it's also not a long time in the big scope of a whole year of someone's life. So if they can come back year after year, we're able to have a deeper impact on their life and their family's life. And then when they turn 16, they're aged out of camp, but we have a counselor and training program that they can join and become employees of Austin Sunshine Camps and give back to the kids and the organization that gave so much to them, in hopes that they become a staff member. And everything I'm saying is something that Paul Mosley, who you're mentioning, did. Become a staff member, and then hopefully after they're done with that part of their life, they want to join an organization like YMBL, which Paul did. And now after his YMBL experience, now Paul serves as a board member of Austin Sunshine Camps, and he started when he was 8. So
that's crazy.
It's really cool for him and us, but for him to be able to give back to all of the kids now in the organization that he feels like gave so much to him.
Well, I guess if you can get into some of the campers' mentality, what do you think the biggest impact is on them? Because camp's great, it's a great place, but they leave camp and they can't stay at camp forever. What do you think the impact is on the kids whenever they leave and go home?
I think a lot of our kids are dealing with situations that no kid should be dealing with. They come from A lot of them come from a lot of trauma, especially if they're in foster care. Maybe they don't have a stable home. 70% of our kids come from single-parent households. I think it's 40% of our kids' families are making $30,000 a year or less. So the struggles that they're dealing with at home are a lot.
Yeah.
And so at Sunshine Camps, I think it is one of the few places where they have the opportunity to put down all of their worries and stress, whether or not they even know that they have that.
Yeah.
And they just get to be a kid.
Yeah.
And the opportunities that come along with just getting to be a kid and not having to worry about where your meal is going to come from that day, or babysitting your younger sibling, or whatever else they're dealing with, is really powerful. It allows them to hope and dream and think about what else is out there. Like I said, my experience did for me as a kid. And so then they leave camp. I think it gives them a window into, something that they can strive for, something that they can look forward to, but hopefully also we're teaching things like how to get along with people who are different than you, how to overcome conflict. And so as they go through life and things arise, they have some skills and tools in their toolbox from camp to pull from and hopefully make good decisions and, experience life in a little bit of a fuller way than they did before camp.
Yeah, I think one of the more rewarding parts of just my experience volunteering was, again, just being a role model for the kids, because a lot of them they don't have experience. I'm a lawyer. They've never talked to a lawyer. They've never talked to a banker. They've never talked to a lot of the volunteers. What they do, that's just not a part of their life.
Yeah.
But I guess just going back to the camp, what's kind of the setup for the camp? The younger camp during the summer, like what events are they doing? They have canoe nights. What other things are they doing?
Yeah. We pack their days with a lot of fun and excitement.
A lot of sugar,
no, actually not a lot of sugar at camp.
Good,
yeah, that would be too much. They wish.
Yeah. Right.
We have goals of like trying to spend about 60% of our day outside. So obviously being focused on nature and the outdoors and just exposure to that. We are screen free, so nobody has their phones, including their counselors, which is incredibly different than any child growing up today lives day to day.
Yeah.
And so that in and of itself takes a little bit of getting used to. Every night we have a big night event. Most of the time we're bringing in volunteers to work alongside our staff and help make that event go off. That could be what we call ACL at ASC, a big music festival, canoe night, a dance party, game night.
I like the carnival night one too.
Carnival night.
Yeah, they get tickets for playing games, and they're prizes. They're good prizes. I don't want any of them. But the kids go crazy for them.
They do.
And they start. It's funny. Last year, this summer, they learned how to barter a little bit. Oh, if I give you 3 tickets, will you give me the bear? It's just, you're teaching them business skills too.
Thank you. Yeah, we did that on purpose. No.
Right. And then your Lake Travis camp. What do kids do there?
Yeah, Lake Travis, I would say it's a little more chill because it's 12 to 15-year-olds. It's not like the wild 8 to 11-year-olds. But at Lake Travis, we also have a night event every night. We're spending a lot of time outside. We get on the lake and swim the lake as much as we can. We canoe. We also have a really big, awesome ropes course that includes a gravity zip line. So kind of work our way up to the gravity zip line over the course of 10 days. There's dance parties and all kinds of team competition that we do. It's just really magical out there, actually. Like, it's literally on the shores of Lake Travis. So they walk out of their cabin and they can see the lake. It's really beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you have 2 campuses right now, but we're working on a 3rd. Is that right, or what's going on?
We are. It's kind of top secret right now. Okay. But yeah, in 2023, our board passed a strategic plan to serve more kids. So there are 40,000 kids in Central Texas that qualify for Austin Sunshine Camps, and we have 500 beds a summer.
Wow.
And there's no one else doing what we do. So we really felt like it was our obligation to kind of answer that call and bridge that gap. And so we set out on a mission in 2023 to figure out how to serve more kids. And some really exciting things have come from that venture. And it's looking like in the next 5 to 10 years, we'll be opening a 3rd site to be able to serve almost double the amount of kids that we do now. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Very exciting.
Well, I guess how much does it cost to send a kid to camp?
So, in the United States, the average cost to pay for camp, 10 days and 9 nights, is $4,500.
Okay, yeah, I can see why a lot of kids, just, for one reason or another, just can it go?
If you're making $30,000 a year, that's out of the question, especially if you have multiple kids. For us, it cost us about $1,500 to send a kid to camp for 10 days and 9 nights.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Wow. And then do they all stay on site? Because I know I think they're upstairs at the Zilker house, or where do they stay?
They're both. So it's the Zilker Lodge, and it's in the heart of Zilker Park, 21,000 square foot facility that was built in 2015. And there are 120 beds there. So they're all in the back of the lodge, some upstairs, some downstairs.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh gosh, I had this great y'all do the lodge for other stuff too?
Yes, thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, so when we don't have kids and families at the lodge, we rent it out as a source of earned revenue to be able to send more kids to camp. So we have over 100 events there a year. It's a great location in the heart of Zilker Park, and all of the money that we earn through those events helps us achieve our mission. But you name it, we've had it there. Weddings, overnight retreats, daytime events, just people are creative and they can do all kinds of fun stuff with that space.
Yeah. Well, I guess you've been around for about coming on 100 years, and I think we all wanted to see you go another 100 years, if not more. I guess, what do you kind of see the vision going with that? So over these next 100 years, what do you think? Is it more camps? Or is it expanding it to more campers? Where do you kind of see it going?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to slow myself down a little bit because we have this really great opportunity to open a third location, and I think with that opportunity, we want to be sure that we do it in a way that's replicable. So whether that looks like more camps down the road over the next 100 years, or helping other camps serve the campers that we've been serving for 100 years that are really forgotten in the overnight camping space, we're kind of open to what that looks like, but I think this third location gives us an opportunity to create a blueprint and to really make sure that all of the things we've been doing for 100 years are documented and well thought out and planned, so that whatever replication looks like, our goal is really just to get these kids who have been left out of this overnight camping industry a place to go. Yeah.
I guess because I'm with the Young Men's Business League, I am still young, you guys. But what are some other organizations that are involved with ASC?
Oh, there are so many, Zach. We partner with over 100 programmatic partners to help make sure that what the kids are getting is awesome. We have 500, 600, sometimes 700 volunteers come through Austin Sunshine Camps a year or so. Hundreds of organizations we partner with. YMBL being our main one, our founding organization and our main one, but the Young Women's Alliance, the National Charity League, the Young Men's Service League, on and on.
Well, there's I think the Mother-Son organization too. What's
that's the Young Men's Service League.
YMSL?
Yeah.
So if you're looking to volunteer with your kids, whether you want to just volunteer or they need volunteer hours, there's always a lot of mothers and sons or just people volunteering. Can people just show up and volunteer too?
Not necessarily. There's a little process you have to go through as part of our accreditation. We have to make sure you're trained, but all of that information is on our website, and you can reach out to our volunteer coordinator if you just want to volunteer yourself or you have a group who wants to volunteer. We also partner with lots of companies that bring out their employees to volunteer for a day or half a day, and all kinds of fun stuff we can make happen. Yeah.
Well, I guess since you mentioned your websites, I just want to talk a little bit about donations to you guys. You'll have a page on your website to go and donate, just like a one-time thing or recurring thing.
Correct, yeah.
What are some other ways people can help you guys out monetarily just to help keep the camp going and growing?
Yeah, I mean, you name it, we accept it.
Sure.
So yeah, corporate sponsorships is a great way. We have in partnership with YMBL, there's several events that benefit Austin Sunshine Camps. The Austin Sunshine Run.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Big one. The Austin Under 40 Awards and Gala. Both of those events benefit Austin Sunshine Camps. There's lots of sponsorship opportunities with both of those events and a lot of other smaller events throughout the year that we have lots of cool sponsorships with. So corporate and any kind of individual giving, whether that be, a one-time gift, reoccurring gift, leaving Austin Sunshine Camps in your will, all of it is great and exciting. Yeah.
Well, I guess just on that point too is you don't have to leave it through a will. We do trusts here too, but also a really easy way to do it. It's like dangerously easy. Is a lot of our clients have retirement accounts or life insurance even, and they can just name, and y'all can just name Austin Sunshine Camp as a beneficiary, whether it's the whole account, 10%, whatever works. You can just do that online or through your financial advisor, and it's really quick. It's really easy.
Awesome. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the best things we like to do because I don't want to get too much into the weeds. It's very tax efficient though, because there's the estate tax out there. There's also income taxes people might need to worry about. Mm-hmm. But if you give money from an IRA directly to a charity when you die, it escapes all taxation. It just goes to y'all. And especially for like pre-tax IRAs, is that money hasn't been taxed, and when you die, if you give it to Austin Sunshine Camp, it never gets taxed.
Amazing. And
so it really can amplify up the amount of donations people can do to y'all.
That's really cool.
I guess just kind of rounding it out, is there anything else you think people should know about Austin Sunshine Camp or anything like that?
Yeah, well, I think before we go, I would love to invite everyone to come to an event we have coming up on October 22nd. It's called our Jam Fest.
Jam Fest.
Jam at Austin Sunshine Camp stands for...
I think I
go for it.
Joy,
yes.
Appreciation.
Yes.
Magic. Yes. Yeah, okay. Got it. Okay. Sweet.
Magic. Yes. Joy, appreciation, and magic. So this is an event we do annually. It's a breakfast from 8:30 to 10. It's a super casual event in Zilker Park, and our whole goal is just to say thank you. Thank you to the community that helps make this magic happen. And it's a great time to come learn about Austin Sunshine Camps if you've never been. Let us feed you some breakfast, and you're going to meet a lot of amazing humans and hear impactful stories from people who've been impacted directly from camp.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's exciting too.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to Summer Camp 2026.
Yes.
I got some work to do before then, but it's going to be good.
Thank you, Zach.
Erica, thank you so much for coming on today.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing you in the future and seeing you guys at the Jam Fest too.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks. Thanks, everyone.